Imagine waking up to a world where grocery store shelves are empty and essential supplies are nowhere to be found. What would you do? In today's video, we're diving into 7 crucial grocery items you need to stockpile before a potential attack on the US. Items that could mean the difference between survival and desperation. These aren't just your everyday pantry staples. We're talking about products with a long shelf life, high nutritional value, and the ability to keep you and your loved ones going when the unthinkable happens. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what to hoard, but also why these specific items are your best bet against uncertainty. Plus, we'll reveal some lesser-known facts and events that highlight just how vital these preparations can be, information that most people overlook but could be crucial in a time of crisis. So, stay with us until the end to ensure you're fully prepared. Welcome to the Prepper Pantry. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on essential tips for staying safe and prepared. Let's get started. Number 1. Canned proteins. Before we talk about the more obvious essentials like water and grains, let's focus on something that's often underestimated but absolutely critical: canned proteins. In an emergency situation, your body will be under stress, and you'll need energy to stay sharp and focused. That's where protein comes in. It's the fuel your muscles need to keep going when everything else is uncertain. Canned tuna, salmon, and chicken aren't just convenient. They're packed with high-quality protein that's crucial for maintaining your strength. What's great about these items is their long shelf life. Even if stored for years, they retain their nutritional value, ensuring you have access to a reliable protein source when fresh food isn't an option. But there's more to these canned goods than just protein. For instance, canned salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health, something that could be invaluable in a crisis when you need to stay mentally sharp. And did you know that canned chicken is often lower in sodium than other canned meats, making it a healthier choice when you're limited on fresh options? These proteins are also incredibly versatile, whether you're mixing them with some pasta, tossing them into a salad made from canned veggies, or eating them straight out of the can. They provide the sustenance you need to get through tough times. And let's not forget that they're ready to eat, no cooking required, which is vital if power or cooking resources are scarce. In an emergency, your body needs more than just calories. It needs nutrients that keep your immune system strong and your energy levels stable. Canned proteins deliver exactly that, making them a must-have in any emergency stockpile. Number 2. Dried goods. Before we talk about the urgency of stocking up on dried goods, let's consider a scenario: power outages, disrupted supply chains, and limited access to fresh food. In such situations, dried goods like rice and pasta become more than just pantry staples. They're lifelines. Rice, for example, is one of the most versatile and long-lasting foods you can store. It requires minimal preparation, just water and heat, and it can be a base for countless meals. Think of it as a blank canvas that can adapt to whatever ingredients you have on hand, whether it's canned vegetables, beans, or even just salt and oil. Plus, it's lightweight, easy to store, and packs a high caloric punch, which is crucial when every meal needs to count. Pasta is another essential dried good that deserves a spot in your emergency stockpile. It might seem simple, but its value lies in its durability and the fact that it can last for years if stored properly. A few boxes of pasta can provide hearty, filling meals with just a jar of sauce or some canned tomatoes. And let's not forget, pasta is a comfort food, something that can offer a sense of normalcy when the world outside is anything but. But why stop there? Consider adding oats to your list. They're not just for breakfast. Oats are rich in fiber, can be used in baking, or even as a filler in recipes when other ingredients are scarce. They don't require refrigeration and have a shelf life that can extend for years. When choosing what to hoard, think about foods that are not only nutritious, but also require minimal resources to prepare. In a crisis, the less energy and water needed to cook, the better. Dried goods check all these boxes, making them indispensable in any well-prepared pantry. Number 3. Canned vegetables and fruits. Before we talk about the essential canned proteins and grains, let's focus on something just as vital: canned vegetables and fruits. When fresh produce becomes scarce or even impossible to find, these pantry staples could be your only source of essential vitamins and minerals. Imagine the aftermath of a crisis where supply chains are disrupted and your usual grocery run is out of the question. Canned vegetables like green beans, peas, and carrots aren't just convenient. They are packed with nutrients that your body will desperately need to maintain strength and health. These aren't just emergency fillers. Each can is a powerhouse of fiber, vitamins, and minerals that will help keep your immune system strong when you need it the most. But it's not just about vegetables. Canned fruits can play a crucial role as well. Rich in vitamin C, which is vital for immune function, canned fruits like peaches, pears, and pineapples provide a much-needed sweet treat that's also a nutritional boost. In times of stress, the simple comfort of something sweet can make a world of difference, both mentally and physically. Now think about this. These items have an incredibly long shelf life, often lasting for years when stored properly. This makes them an ideal choice for stockpiling, ensuring you have a reliable source of nutrition when fresh options are off the table. Whether you're adding them to a meal or eating them straight from the can, these products are designed to last and sustain. Let's move on to the next item that should be on your emergency grocery list. Number 4. Nuts and nut butters. Before we talk about the more obvious essentials like canned goods and water, let's delve into something often overlooked but absolutely vital: nuts and nut butters. These humble items might not seem like the first thing you'd reach for in an emergency, but their value in a crisis is immeasurable. Nuts are small powerhouses packed with essential nutrients. They're rich in healthy fats, protein, and fiber, making them an incredibly efficient food source when you need sustained energy. In times of stress, your body craves foods that are not only filling, but also nutritionally dense, and nuts fit that bill perfectly. Nut butters, like peanut butter or almond butter, bring the same benefits, but with added convenience. They have a long shelf life, require no refrigeration, and can be eaten straight from the jar or spread on anything you have available. A spoonful of peanut butter can keep you going for hours, providing a quick boost of energy when you need it most. Plus, their high caloric content makes them perfect for rationing during extended emergencies. Imagine this: in a scenario where fresh foods are scarce and cooking isn't an option, having a stash of nuts and nut butters could be your secret weapon. They're easy to store, versatile, and can be consumed on the go, which is crucial if you need to remain mobile. And let's not forget about the psychological comfort they offer. In a situation where stress levels are high, the familiar taste of creamy nut butter or the satisfying crunch of almonds can provide a much-needed sense of normalcy. As you start thinking about what to stockpile, make sure these protein-packed lifesavers are high on your list. Their compact size, nutritional value, and versatility make them an indispensable part of any emergency supply kit. Number 5. Whole grains and crackers. Before we talk about the necessity of water and hydration, let's focus on something that might not seem as essential but can make all the difference: whole grains and crackers. When fresh bread isn't an option, whole wheat crackers become an invaluable substitute. These crunchy alternatives are not only convenient, but also packed with fiber and essential nutrients, helping to keep your digestive system in check during stressful times. Whole grains, like oats and whole wheat products, are another critical part of your emergency stash. They have an impressive shelf life and offer a steady release of energy, which is crucial when every calorie counts. Imagine being in a situation where you need to stay alert and active. These grains can provide the slow-burning fuel your body needs. Plus, crackers and whole grains are incredibly versatile. They can be paired with peanut butter, canned proteins, or even eaten on their own to keep hunger at bay. When you're faced with limited resources, the ability to mix and match simple ingredients becomes a lifesaver. These items might not be the first thing that comes to mind when preparing for an emergency, but their long shelf life and nutritional benefits make them a smart choice for any survival kit. They're easy to store, simple to prepare, and provide the comfort of familiar food in uncertain times. Number 6. Shelf-stable dairy alternatives. Before we talk about the importance of water and other essentials, let's focus on something that might not be on everyone's radar: shelf-stable dairy alternatives. In a crisis, when refrigeration is compromised and fresh milk becomes a luxury, these products could be invaluable. Think about it. Milk is more than just a drink. It's a vital source of calcium, vitamin D, and other nutrients that support bone health, immune function, and overall well-being. But what happens when the power goes out and that gallon of milk in your fridge spoils? That's where shelf-stable options come in. Powdered milk is a classic choice, with a long shelf life and the versatility to be used in everything from baking to adding a splash to your coffee. It's lightweight, easy to store, and only needs water to reconstitute, making it a practical option when fresh milk isn't available. But powdered milk isn't the only option. Plant-based milks like almond, oat, or soy milk often come in aseptic packaging, which means they can sit on your shelf for months without spoiling. These options aren't just for those with dietary restrictions. They're packed with nutrients and can be used just like regular milk. Plus, their long shelf life means you can store them away for an extended period without worry. When stocking up, consider how these dairy alternatives can fit into your meal planning. Whether you're making a simple bowl of cereal, adding creaminess to a soup, or just needing a nutritious drink, these products will ensure you maintain a balanced diet, even in the worst of times. Without these options, you might find yourself lacking vital nutrients at the very moment you need them most. Number 7. Water and hydration solutions. Before we talk about the food items to hoard, let's focus on something even more essential: water and hydration. In any emergency situation, access to clean drinking water is a top priority. Without it, survival becomes a matter of days, not weeks. You should have at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, and experts recommend stockpiling a 2-week supply for each household member. But here's where it gets tricky. During a national crisis, water supplies can become contaminated or scarce. That's why bottled water isn't just an option, it's a necessity. It's critical to store enough, considering your family size and any pets you may have. However, water alone isn't enough when you're dealing with dehydration from stress, heat, or illness. This is where electrolyte drinks come into play. These drinks, packed with essential minerals, can help maintain hydration levels when your body needs it the most. Whether it's Gatorade, Pedialyte, or a homemade solution, having a stash of these is just as important as having bottled water. Remember, dehydration isn't always about thirst. It can sneak up through fatigue and dizziness, which can be deadly in high-stress situations. Next, think about water purification options. In a prolonged emergency, even your stored water might run out, or you might need to rely on less than ideal water sources. Having water purification tablets or a portable water filter can be a game changer. These tools can make unsafe water drinkable, ensuring that you and your family stay hydrated no matter the circumstances. Water and hydration solutions are the backbone of your emergency preparedness plan. Without them, all the food in the world won't keep you safe. Let's quickly recap the 7 essential items you should hoard to ensure your family's safety in an emergency. Canned proteins. Reliable sources of long-lasting protein like tuna, salmon, and chicken. Dried goods. Staples like rice and pasta that are easy to store and prepare. Canned vegetables and fruits. Essential for vitamins and nutrients when fresh produce isn't available. Nuts and nut butters. Energy-dense foods that provide healthy fats and protein. Whole grains and crackers. Non-perishable alternatives to bread that offer fiber and nutrition. Shelf-stable dairy alternatives. Powdered or plant-based milks to ensure a supply of calcium and vitamin D water and hydration. Solutions. Bottled water, electrolyte drinks, and water purification tools to maintain hydration. Now is the time to start building your emergency stash. Remember, in uncertain times, preparedness isn't just an option. It's a responsibility. Make sure you and your loved ones are ready for whatever comes your way. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more essential tips on staying safe and prepared. Thanks for watching, and stay ready.